Hello everyone, this is Carly from Creatively Graphics, and today I will be showing you how I do the sketches for my helmet for my cosplay armor. So the reason this particular image isn't shaded and as detailed as the other images you've seen in my other tutorials is because I actually didn't have a helmet originally designed. I had to design over the past couple of days, so that's why there's not a lot of texturing or detail in it, but it still works for what I need it for now. So again, really fine lines. You don't need to have anything be super detailed or super accurate. Like, you can tell that this is not symmetrical, but it's just meant to give a basic idea of where everything's going to be, just like I've said in other tutorials. And for this particular piece, for the helmet, when I get into the 3D printing stage and possibly into the 3D modeling stage, I will have to break this helmet up into multiple pieces because my printer is tiny, so I will need to print it piece by piece and then put it together with probably super glue or some other type of adhesive. So I will show that to you guys when we get to that point. Hey guys, this is going to be a much longer tutorial than the other ones I've made, mostly because this has a lot more line work and it's just a bigger piece compared to the other pieces I've done. Now for measurements and everything, I'm not doing that now in the sketches, but once we get to the 3D modeling stage, I will be taking measurements of the different parts of my head to make sure that it fits correctly. And I'll also be doing that for the other parts of my armor as well, and we'll get into that and I'll show you guys how to do that once we get into the 3D modeling. So this helmet is sort of inspired by a Anglo-Saxon Viking type helmet. Like, it is a little bit different than something you would find on a Viking, but it's definitely not a European type helmet where it's like fully enclosed and you have only a small area for your eyes to see through. This is a much more open helmet. Mostly because I liked the aesthetic, but also because I am not experienced enough at this point, and I'm not comfortable enough in my abilities to print something that's that form-fitting. Like, with the different parts here, it can, like I said, it can be broken down into pieces, so it will ultimately be easier for me as a first print. Like, later on, if I decide to make a more form-fitting helmet, then I can definitely do that, but I'm just starting with this. And that's one thing that you guys should definitely remember is the final result for this armor doesn't need to be the last one you ever make. Like, you can always make changes to it later on if you don't like how something fits, or if you want to redo details or do something better because you feel that your previous print didn't work out or the sketches didn't go the way you wanted them to. There's nothing wrong with going back and trying again and trying something different. So don't be afraid of doing that. And I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but there's this blonde piece in the back of the helmet, which is going to be kind of like something you'd find in, if you guys have ever seen the movie Lord of the Rings, which I hope you guys have, it's a great movie, but the Rohirrim, specifically the nephew of King Theoden, King Theoden, he has this kind of like long, like horse tail mane coming out of his helmet, and I really liked the way that looked. So that is one thing I will be incorporating into this armor piece later on. And I will probably be taking a wig extension, as weird as it sounds, and using that, but that could change. It's all going to depend on how everything looks and if it works as I hope it will. So we'll see when we get to that point. So that is the front view. And in a second we'll be moving over to the side view. And I've got a quick sketch here, not nearly as detailed, but it was just something that I used to kind of see what I wanted the silhouette of it to look like. And in this particular sketch that you guys will be watching, I'll be adding the details that you see in the front view onto the side view. And I didn't realize this part until I rewatched it, but I did mess up on the helmet part a little bit, and I'll be fixing it in just a second. So bear with me, I know that it does not match what I made in the front view. I will fix it. It just took a second for me to realize. So while you guys are watching this, let me know in the comments what your favorite movie is, or where you get your cosplay inspiration from. Like, is it from video games, or books, or comics, or just anything? Just let me know down in the comments. I'd be really interested to see where you get your inspiration from. I'm sure you can tell that I get mine from fantasy and my comment about the Lord of the Rings series and stuff like that. It definitely shows that I have an interest in the fantasy genre. So let me know what you guys see in your cosplay. So guys, that is bringing me to the end of this tutorial in particular. Please let me know what you think, like, subscribe, and follow and share with your friends. And once again, let me know what your cosplay inspiration is. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I hope you guys have a great night,